Hi, everybody. I'm Michelle Tennant Nicholson. I'm an international publicist and I co-founded Wasabi Publicity. This is a quick training on how to post in social media. We have a client who requested that I do this, and I thought, you know what? I'll just have this be our blog entry for today, okay? So I'm going to share my screen. So this is the actual link. And so we click on the link. Here's the information that we have, the placement that we want to actually share. You can see there's a lot of ads around here. We just want to ignore all this. This is the meat of it. Now, typically they're going to have some type of quick, share. So like Facebook and whatever. This one is not so clear. Oh, here it is down here. Okay. So you could have one way to leverage these types of placements is to have people in your network for you to post it in your newsletter and then have people comment here, So what great information, right? And then you can have people in your information actually share. Another way to do that is to go down here and then share on Facebook. So it'll connect with your Facebook. I like to do both the newsfeed and the story. And then I'll tag my company, Wasabi Publicity Client, Ken Crowell. I don't know if I'm connected to Ken. Maybe his company. Let's see, employee test. I want to make sure that's how I can figure that out is I'm going to go to our press kit and make sure that this is his. So employee test to make sure that I'm at the right one. Yes, looks like we are. Okay. Yes. So sometimes I have to check and make sure. I'll also, once I post, I'll go back and check on that too. Okay, let's see where we are. Here it is. Okay, so Ken Crowell from Employee Test, and then I'm going to put in, and then I'm going to just tag Value Walk as well. Okay, so Value Walk has some nice reach, and I'm going to post that to Facebook. How I like to check that, so we're going to let that post, give it a second. And then what I like to do is I actually like to go back in and just check real quick. I like to just check to make sure I've tagged it correctly. Okay, so I'm going to go here to my page, and I'm just going to go, is that the right, did I tag it correctly? Just because I like to be very thorough, right? So yeah, that's my company. Is this the right? Yes, this is my client. Yes. Okay. And then I like to also look at the press venue. Yes. I also like to look to see how much they reach, and that's a pretty good size. Okay. So that's in Facebook, right? So that's going to be both. You can see here when I commented, it's double your whammy, right? That's not a problem. Okay. You can, by the way, if you don't like the double, you can always just minimize one of these, right? So you can go in here and you could go hide from timeline. It'll still be there in people's feeds, but it won't be duplicated on your actual page. Now going back to the actual, so you also want to do Twitter. And so I just click on Twitter. My Twitter account is automatically connected, and then it's all set up for you, and then you just hit tweet. Okay. I'll show you how to do it if you don't have your stuff connected here in a second. Also the same in LinkedIn. So I'm going to automatically, I'm already connected. And then I like, in LinkedIn, I like to do also tag a lot too. So Wasabi, Publicity, Client, Employee Test, in Value Walk. Now, I also like to do some hashtags here, right? That kind of relate back to the article itself, right? Hiring 2020, sometimes they think laid off, raw talent. I like to see their stuff here, raw talent, rapid onboarding. That this way that then when people try to use your terminology, you can also do this in Twitter, then you come up first, right? Hashtag for tags like what I'm doing here, but the @ sign if you're trying to connect with an actual organization. Okay, so we're just going to post that. Again, I like to look at it real quick just to make sure that I've posted as I wanted, right? And I just click on, are these the ones, are these the organizations that I wanted to actually promote? That's correct. Sometimes you'll be surprised. You're like, oh, wait, that's in Singapore and I didn't want that, right? So you definitely want to make sure that these are accurate and in the right press venue and so forth. Okay, I don't know if that's the right one here. That doesn't look like the one that was on Facebook. So let's check that out real quick. So Value Walk News and Media site. One way to check this is to go into their website and then look to see what their, so you should be this branding, right? So then you can go to LinkedIn and see what, yep, that's it. That's the same one. Yeah, okay, so that's all correct. Now, the other way that you can do it is actually to take this, I just do Control-C, and then I'm copying this link. And then let's say that I wanted to share it, where would I share it that I wouldn't have, let's say a blog entry or something. So let's say that I go to, let's say I go to my YouTube channel. This is my personal YouTube channel. Let's say I wanted to post that, add an actual article there. Let's see, let's do, these are all personal stuff. So let me just see if I can't find one. Here's one related to PR and my personal stuff. You could post it here, you know, inside your description of an article, of a YouTube video that you've shot, or you can put it in a public comment. Did you see this article I just helped place for a client in Value Walk? And then you can post that. Sometimes they'll have settings where you can't, but for the most part, they'll allow you to do that so that you can actually talk about yourself, okay? So there's lots of ways to actually leverage press placements, and it's very important that you do, because it's not just the placement and the reach of that particular placement, but it's also leveraging it beyond to grow the network. And then you can also have call to actions, like if you include it in a blog entry, then that becomes also something, an educational tool that you can then widen and get more play for that particular placement. But the reason why press placements ask for that is because they're also looking to share their content. In fact, what's changed recently, I wouldn't say even recently, it's really been in the last decade or two, is that with the onslaught of the internet, a lot of our journalists are actually being paid by their click-throughs. So a lot of times they don't even get paid unless the article is shared. So when a press person who features you says, please share this on social media, they may be saying that so that they can actually be paid, okay? So let me know if you have any questions, and don't forget that we're doing the hashtag 21-day PR Action Guide Challenge. And if you want to join us, we're doing 3 Saturdays out, or excuse me, 3 Fridays at 1 p.m. Eastern out of each month to do free PR coaching. And if you wanted to be a part of that service that we're providing during the pandemic to support small businesses and so forth, then you can become a member of Pitch Rate. If you'd like, you'll see our updates at Pitch Rate. Let me share this. So pitchrate.com. And you can download for free the book that Drew and I wrote on the PR Action Guide. You can, if you want to, you can then become a user of Pitch Rate, and then you'll get free media lead services and at no charge. And you'll then be you can also put your articles in the database and so forth. But that's one way that we let people know when the calls actually are. The next one's coming up for this Friday, August 14th, 2020, Friday the 21st, and Friday the 28th. Another place is to look at our Wasabi Publicity blog. So if you go to Wasabi Publicity. I'll show you. So here's our website. And at the bottom, you'll see a link to our blog. Just scroll down. Blog. And then we also put information here for you. You can see here that this is the 21-day PR action guide. And these are past challenges. Okay. So the past challenges, you can actually then get caught up or view those or do whatever you like with that. And then another way to keep informed is storytellertothemedia.com. Storytellertothemedia.com forwards to that blog page that we were just talking about. And it specifically pulls up all of my blog entries here. And by the way, while you're there, you can share. You can visit me here and share and so forth on my stuff on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Okay, so I hope this video has helped you understand a little bit on what the press is asking for when they're saying, please share on social media. So if you have any questions, you know how to find me. Bye.